Hey Maximizers! Welcome to my live. How is everyone doing? My hair's a little crazy, but how is everyone doing tonight? I don't know if I should take it out. How is everyone doing? If this is your first time watching me, welcome. My name's Crystal, aka Kristen Maximizer, and I am a business coach and I help women create a profitable business that they love. I help them use social media to create a sales and marketing plan in order to make consistent money in their business. I help women in the beginning stages of their business, 0 to 2 years, not making any money or not making consistent money. I am your business coach. I'm very excited to be here with y'all. I have been in business since 2018. And for today, I want to talk about pricing your offer. I want to talk about how to price your product or your service that you are profitable from day one. I want to talk about making sure that you are charging. People always say charge your worth. We want to make sure that you are charging your value. I would love to know who's here with me. So let me know in the comments where you're watching from and put some money signs in the chat if you want to start a business and put some exclamations in the chat if you already have a business. So again, let me know where you're watching from, what city, what state, what country are you in, and put some exclamation points if you already have a business and put some money signs if you want to start a business. And today I'm going to talk to you about how you can make money from day one. Now, I usually have notes for my lives, and I literally forgot to make notes for today. But this is information that is fresh in my brain because I recently recorded 2 YouTube videos on it. If you're watching me on TikTok or on one of my YouTube channels and you're not subscribed to my business YouTube channel, go subscribe. I have over 40 videos over there where I'm sharing with you business tips, and I have a video specifically on how to price your offers and how to price your products. So that YouTube channel is Build a Business with Chris, Krys. Build a Business with Chris, Krys is how you spell Chris. Build a Business with Chris. Go subscribe on YouTube to my business channel, Build a Business with Chris. Okay. So I'm live right now on TikTok, Instagram, 2 YouTube channels, and my Facebook page. So I promise I'm going to come to every single one of your questions and I'm going to acknowledge every single one of you that comments. So Shannon's watching on YouTube in Kokomo, Indiana. Thank you so much, Shannon, for joining. Do you want to start a business or do you have a business? Or you're like, girl, I'm a 9-to-5 girly. No judgment here. I just want to know who's in the room. Is it Migdalia? Migdalia is here on TikTok and she is in Cleveland, Ohio, and she wants to start a business. What kind of business do you want to start? Do you have an idea already of what kind of business? Kinsley here is here. She wants to say hi. Do you have an idea of the type of business that you want to start? Let us know. Okay, let me know. What kind of business do you want to start? Would love to hear. So I want to talk about being profitable from day one. It really irks me a little when people say that they're making money in their business, but they are not paying themselves. So what that means to me is that you have not set up and priced your product or your service effectively enough so that you can get paid. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day. You going to take a shower now? Go ahead. You can take a bath. You still didn't do your laundry either. So when you get out the bathtub, it's laundry. Oh. A medical lab. Now, how is that a business? You're gonna have to explain that to me. You're gonna have to explain a medical lab for me. So are you selling medical lab supplies or are you getting the building and people are going to be renting your space for a medical lab? Thank you so much, Speak Life, for those roses. I appreciate that. Let me know. So when someone says like they're not paying themselves or they're reinvesting everything into the business, unless you have an app that you are creating, there's no reason why if someone is paying you for your product or your service that you are not paying yourself. In the beginning, we all are going to work for free. I worked for free for 4, almost 5 months in my business before I got my first check. I started my YouTube channel in August, and then I made my first check from YouTube in January. So I got paid like 5 months later. So I used most of that money for me, okay, because it was a service and I did all the work, so I deserve it. But there's no reason why someone should be paying you and you are not making money. So I'm going to share with you some steps that you can take. I'm going to share with you some steps that you can take. Thank you so much for the roses. Some steps that you can take to make sure that from day one, you are able to pay yourself. So she says, draw blood for people. I need help with these services. Okay. Would love to help you. So let's chat about this, okay? And I'll definitely share with you all towards the end of the live how we can work together in my Side Hustle Society. Okay, so first thing you have to do is you have to recognize if you have a product or a service. So if you have a product, that is something physical. A product, oh my gosh, this always happens. It's like as soon as I get on live, something wants to get in my eye. Oops, sorry, y'all. So sorry. I'm trying to find my mirror so I can get what's in my eye out of my eye. But first, we've got to see if we have a product or a service. If you have a physical product, right? It's like I feel something, but I can't see it. Oh, I think it's a little teeny tiny piece of cat hair. Okay. If you have a physical product, it's going to cost a whole lot more to start than a service-based business. Okay. So if you want to, I'm going to give you a couple different examples. So if you want to make your own lip gloss, right? Or even, is it Migdalia? She's going to draw blood for people. She's offering a service, but she's going to need physical products to draw the blood. She's going to need needles. She's going to need those rubber bands. She's going to need gloves. She's going to need alcohol pads, right? She's going to need a sturdy chair for people to sit in. If she's going mobile, she needs to have a car or a truck to house all of her materials. So she's doing a service, but she still needs physical products in order to do that. That's going to cost money. Cool. If you are a hairstylist or you do braids, you are offering a service, but you need combs. You need to have grease. You need to have oils. You need to have brushes. You need to have products. Some people offer hair. You still need physical products to help you do your service, okay? If you have a physical product, everything is going to cost money. So let's just say you're making custom pins. You've got to buy the pin. You've got to buy the things that make them custom. You've got to pay for shipping for it to come from wherever it is to come to you to put everything together. If you're doing custom t-shirts, you've got to buy the t-shirts. You've got to buy the vinyl. You've got to have ink in your printer. You've got to have electricity. You've got to have internet. All of this is a cost that should be baked into the price of your product. I'm a service-based business owner. I sell coaching. I sell one-on-one coaching and I sell group coaching in my Side Hustle Society. Okay. I sell coaching. So my cost for coaching, my internet, my laptop that some of you are watching me on, my phone, because I have two phones. I have a work phone and a personal phone. My phone is an expense. Ebooks. I'm a writer and I have coaching services. Oh, okay. So I have my internet, then I have my systems. I just paid my yearly subscription for Canva. It was $120 for Canva Pro so that my graphic designer can create amazing graphics for me. I also have a graphic designer and a community manager. So I have two team members that I have to pay. But I have Zoom that I pay for. I pay for Zoom. I pay for Canva. I pay to have a Krista Maximizer email every single month. If this makes sense, please give me some likes on TikTok and Instagram, okay? I pay for, I said Zoom, Canva. I have a payment processor that I pay for. Thinkific for my courses I pay for. Thank you so much for the roses. So like all of that is stuff that costs for me to run my business, okay? So when you are pricing, especially when you have a physical product, the first thing you need to do is how much can you get from each item? So let's just say when you buy a bundle of t-shirts, I'm going to use easy math for myself. Let's just say you buy a bundle of 10 t-shirts for $40. That means each t-shirt costs you $4 to buy. Does that make sense? So the base cost of the custom shirt that you're selling is already at $4. Let's just say you can get a pack of vinyl and the pack of vinyl is $20 and you can do 50 t-shirts from that. So what's that, 50 cents? I don't got my calculator in front of you, right? So if you can get a pack of vinyl Come on, calculator. You get a pack of vinyl for $20 and you can do 50 t-shirts. That's 40 cents per shirt. So now the base cost of our t-shirt is $4.40. Then you have to think about the heat press that you got. So let's just say you already bought the heat press, but for maintenance of your heat press in the future, you want to add $2 to every shirt for your physical things that you're using to make the t-shirt. So now we're at $6.40. Then we want to add another dollar to the shirt for electricity and internet, just $1. So now we're at $7.40 for the base. Then the best question of all that everyone should ask themselves, after you have decided how much of each of your service and physical products it's worth, right? When you do the exact math, because like my internet is, right now my internet is free. Don't tell Spectrum, but my internet is free in my HOA. But when it wasn't free, it was like what, $60 a month. So I was like, every coaching program that I sell, I'm putting $1 in, and that's going to go to my internet. Okay. So once you do all of that, you've got to ask yourself, how much do you want to make from every shirt? Right? So we're at $6.40. What if you're like, I want $5 per shirt? Perfect. So now we're at $11.40 for every shirt, right? 6 plus 5 is 11 plus 40 cents. I also didn't think about the shipping. You order stuff from Amazon and you have Amazon Prime, but you still technically pay for shipping. Maybe you order stuff from Walmart.com and you pay for that shipping. Maybe you order stuff from Alibaba.com and you still pay for that shipping. You got to ship your t-shirts. Maybe you use regular envelopes from USPS. Maybe you buy fancy envelopes. You need plastic. You got to buy business cards, all of that stuff, right? So let's just say for all of your shipping materials, you add $4 to your shirts for shipping. We are now at $15.40 because we put all the money in for our shipping supplies. Does this make sense? Yes or no in the comments. Okay. So now we're at $16.40. Last thing I want you to think about is that if you want to offer any discounts or promotions in the future, 10% off, $5 off, whatever, you want to bake that into the price. When you go into the store and they're running sales, they aren't losing money with that sale. The markup is already so much that when they give you 50% off, they're still making all of their money. So if it costs $16.40 for that shirt, let's just say you're going to bump up the price, right? We're going to bump up the price to the shirts. It's going to be a weird number. We're going to bump it up. We got 16, subtract. We're going to bump it up to $23. And if you're like, I want it to be an even number, let's just say you bump your shirt up to $25. So now each individual custom shirt is $25. The base price that you need to cover all of your bases is $16.40. Everything over that, you can add that to a profit bucket. And I've read the book Profit First, and he talks about profit. But everything over that $16.40, you can put it in a profit, and then every quarter, pay yourself the profits. You can take some of that and put into your savings, because I forgot to add like business savings for the future, right? So everything over that, when you want to offer $5 off, and now the shirts are $20, you still get your $16.40. Let's make it $18.40, because we need to put $2 from every shirt for future funds, for future business endeavors, retreats, coaching, courses, whatever you need to the future. So if our base price of our shirt is $18.40, no matter what, we need our $18.40, and that's going to cover everything that we need. Does this make sense to you? You need to do this for your offers, because if you are selling candles and it costs you $6 to make the candle, you can't sell your candles for $7. If all of the materials alone, it costs you $6 to make the candle, you aren't making anything. You can't have a Black Friday sale, because if your $7 candles are on sale for $5, you are losing money. As a small business, you can't afford to do that. So it's much better for you to charge more and give yourself the leeway to always get your minimum. So I have a one-on-one client, and she is starting a men's skincare line. So she's going through each of her products and she's saying, all right, this bottle of, I don't know all the name of her products. This bottle is 16 ounces. And from this 16 ounces, I can make 50 products. So that means that each one of these ounces is worth, let's just say 20 cents, right? So whenever she uses this, that's 20 cents towards the price of her product. And we had to have her do that for every single thing. So she knows the bare minimum cost is this. So then she can price her products appropriately. As a small business, you can't compete with Walmart. You can't compete with Target. You can't compete with Amazon. You can't compete with Ulta because you're not buying things by the thousands like they are. Because as you grow, the more you buy, the cheaper it is. But when you're starting out buying 10 and 20, you're paying the most expensive price. So yes, the small business owners t-shirts are going to be $35 because it costs them a lot more than you can go to Walmart and I can get a $5 t-shirt from Walmart, right? They paying $1 for that shirt. Probably less than that, probably 50 cents for that shirt. Okay. So you have got to sit down with yourself and do the actual math. This is what I used to say to my couponing clients all the time. You have to do the math. And you got to be like, all right, it costs $50 and I can make 20. How much is that per item? And do this for everything. So as a business coach, the first thing that I do when I'm creating a new program, this is my secret. The first thing I do when I'm creating a program, how much do I want to make from this program? So I can do holistically, let's just say, all right, I want to make 10,000. How many people am I enrolling? And I go from there. Then I add in the price for my electricity. I add in the price for my systems. If my team is working on it, I add in a little bit of a price for my team, for all of that. Then it becomes my base price. And it goes from there. But I want to make 10,000. Right? I want to make 10,000 and my goal is 100 people. So that means the bare minimum price of whatever I'm selling is going to be $100. And then if I add in my team and everything else, I usually add about $25 to cover my team, my systems, and everything else. So that's $125. If I want to offer you a promo code, if I want to offer a discount, so maybe whatever it is I'm selling it for $149. So I can offer $10 off, $20 off, or $25 off, and I still get my base price of $125. Does this make sense? Because I want to get my money off the rip. I'm always thinking of myself first because even though I have 2 contractors, 2 team members, this business is mine. If I don't make money, I can't pay my rent. I can't eat. I cannot take care of my child. I do this full time. Even when it was part-time, I was like, I used to take 75% of what I made because I didn't have a lot of systems and I didn't have a lot of overhead back then. So it was really like I was spending a couple $100s a month paying. I did have an assistant. I was spending a couple $100s a month to run my business. But when I would get those YouTube checks, 75% of that money comes to Crystal. 75%. So right now, currently, I pay myself between 50 to 60% of what I make. So if I make $2,000 in a week, I'm probably keeping $1,400 of that. And then $600 is for my business expenses, my team, and everything else. When I want to go on retreats, when I need to pay for coaching, like I'm going to see my coach in December. So I got money put aside to like go for the hotel and et cetera, et cetera. I already bought my plane ticket. You have to think about how much you want to make from it. One of my clients is on here right now and she knows. I tell her that all the time. I'm like, are you pricing this to make sure that it's worth your effort and your energy? In the beginning, we are all going to be working for free. You're not going to make anything in the beginning. But as soon as somebody starts paying you, you should be taking a portion of what somebody's paying you. I do not think it's wise to reinvest every single dollar that you get back into your business. Because what if you need to do something? What if you need to make a pivot? What if you need to take a break? What if anything? And also, it's your business, but you're not going to work for nobody for free. Are you clocking in? Are you clocking into anybody's? I'm not sure. It's probably, I don't know why my internet be acting like this sometimes. Are you clocking in to anybody's 9 to 5 for free? It says my connection is unstable. I think because I'm upstairs and there's too many devices on YouTube. Okay, I'm back. Let me know if that's better. I forget what the hell I was saying. You should be paying yourself. That's what I was saying. So when you are pricing your products, first, how much does it cost to make this product? How much does it cost to deliver this service? You're starting a landscaping business. It's going to cost you to buy lawnmowers and everything. So for every client that you charge to cut a lawn, there should be a portion of that that goes towards your supplies. You're going to have to buy new blades. You're going to have to put gas in those things. You're going to have to clean them. You're going to have to update them. There's so much you're going to have to do. So when you are pricing, how much does it cost to run this? My mother is one of my clients. She's a seamstress. She only gets paid when someone decides to, if someone decides to work with her. I'm going to log off. Are you going to upload this live later? So this live will be available on my YouTube channel, Build a Business with Chris, and it will also be available on my Instagram, Chris the Maximizer. If you are interested in working with me, speak life with me, and you have questions and you're like, I need help, send me a DM that says I'm ready to start my business or I'm ready to get help with my business. And I would love, love, love to chat with you about working together inside my Side Hustle Society 12-month group coaching program. Okay. Sorry, I sent somebody an invite on accident. Please don't come in. Because I would love, love, love to help you with your business. I'm going to share with everyone what my program is in a second. Okay. Yes, my YouTube is in my bio. So if you click the little Instagram thing, it'll pop up Instagram or YouTube, and it should be my new YouTube, but definitely it'll be on Instagram. Okay. So how much does it cost to create the service or the product? And then that needs to be baked into your price, no matter what. If you are making money in your business, you should be paying yourself. Even if your first paycheck, good night, even if your first paycheck is $10, you should be paying yourself. Thank you for that, Rose. Even if you're not spending the money, put it to the side. But it really is so unfortunate when I see these amazing business owners underpricing themselves when they are hey Jazz, when they are not charging the price that they need to be, when they're undercharging. So really sit back and figure out, number one, how much does it cost me to make this? Once you figure out how much it costs you to make it, that's your base price. You can never go lower than that. So when your friends and your family ask you for a discount, no, because you cannot go to Walmart and ask them people to give you a discount. They not in Louis Vuitton asking for a discount. You can't go to your hairdresser and say, ooh, just because can I get no. I know what I was saying. I was saying my mother is a seamstress and she is one of my clients. She's in my Side Hustle Society. She only gets paid when someone books with her. So when I was talking to her about her time, we decided to start charging consultation fees because I was a witness to this and I was at my mom's house and she thought I was about to kill her because a client came to her and wanted her to do alterations. Me and my mother sat with this woman for an hour. She tried the dress on. My mother put pins in the dress. She told her what she would do. She told her everything she needed to do. And then when my mother told her the price, she was like, okay, it's only going to be $100 and I take a 50% deposit. So I would take $50 today and to do your dress. This woman is like, well, I don't have the money. I should have said that. And I'm like, she just spent an hour of her time, gave this woman so much advice of what to do, how to make the dress work, what she can do, how she can help her. And my mother was like, well, I charge a $25 consultation fee. She said she felt my eyes looking at her because as a service provider, as someone who has over 40 years of experience, she just gave this woman so much. And you know what the woman said? She paid her $25, but she was like, yeah, I'm going to go to 2 other people and see how much they're going to charge for the dress. And if it's not as much, then I'll come back to you. And we was like, okay, that's fine. But like, she was really acting in the way as if like she was about to let my mother do the alterations for her. No shade against you shopping around, but like as a service provider, you need to make sure that you are getting paid even when the person is flaking through, but they used your time. Does that make sense? So I know some of the hairstylists get a bad rap for like a deposit, but like if you book an appointment, that is money that they could make with someone else if you don't show up. So I'm all for a $25, $20, something around there. No more than $30 non-refundable deposit. Now you can transfer it to another appointment, but you have to think from the business owner perspective. If I blocked off my calendar for 2.5 hours for you, and then the morning of you say you can't come, I make nothing for those 2.5 hours. Does that make sense? So you as a service provider, if you have a service-based business, think about that and make sure that you are securing yourself, that you're actually making money. Okay. I know as the customer, we don't like to hear that, but as the business owner, you have to look out for your best interest and you should be getting paid. As a product-based business owner, you got to make sure that whatever costs are associated with creating and shipping your products are baked into the price. Because if it costs you $7 to make the candle, you cannot charge $7 for the candle or even $5. Does this make sense? When it comes to pricing, I want you to remember two things. How much does it cost to make? Well, three things. How much does it cost to make? How much do I want to make? And what is the value of this to the person that's buying it? Because my coaching can be priceless. Because the strategies that I'm teaching you, you can implement and make money no matter what type of business you have, right? This chapstick is probably worth thousands. Why? Because when I put it on, I feel very confident and my lips aren't crusty and I look good, right? So how much does it cost to make? How much do you want to make? And what is the value to the person that's going to buy it from you? Okay. So what questions do you have about pricing your offer, product or service? What questions do you have about pricing your offer? Drop your questions in the chat. I love to answer your questions. Okay. So drop your questions in the chat. I would love to answer them. I'm just making sure that I didn't miss any. And if you're like, Crystal, this was great, I'd love to get more support with you. I actually have a 12-month group coaching program called the Side Hustle Society. Now, this program is for you if you don't have a business and you want a business, or you have a business and you're not making consistent money. The purpose of the Side Hustle Society is for you to get coaching and support to make consistent money in your business. Drop some money signs in the chat if you want to make consistent money in your business every single month. The goal of the Side Hustle Society is to help you make $1,000 consistently. Because before you can make $10,000, before you can make $100,000, before you make $1 million, you have to know how to make $1,000 consistently. $100 here, $100 there, that is not going to keep you consistent. That is not going to get you to quit your job. That is not going to get you the new car, the new house, or your debt paid off. You have to come up with systems and strategies that work for you. And in the Side Hustle Society, I help you do that by using social media. Social media is the freest way to get in front of thousands of people and be able to sell your product or your service. So I'm going to help you create, a marketing and a sales strategy using social media with the purpose of helping you make a consistent $1,000 every single month. Imagine how you would feel if you're making $1,000 every single month in your business. Amazing, right? I still remember my first $1,000 check from YouTube, and I was just like, oh my goodness. Or the first time I made $1,000 a month selling my services, I was just like, oh my goodness. It felt good to know that I had figured out a way to make money that did not require me to go and sit at a 9 to 5. So in the Side Hustle Society, we meet 3 times a month. And in 2024, we will be meeting a lot more. And you get individualized coaching in a group setting. So I go to each and every one of my clients. I see where they are, what they need. We work on your strategy. I give you a homework assignment, and then we move on. You do get access to text me in between calls in our Slack community. So if you have a question on Wednesday, you can ask your question on Wednesday. If you have a question on Friday, you can ask your question on Friday and you get your answer. And we celebrate you, because one thing women don't do is we do not celebrate our wins enough. We don't brag on ourselves enough. So we are celebrating if you made $1 or if you made $1,000. We are celebrating you. So right now in the Side Hustle Society, you get 12 months of support, but when you join in October, you get the rest of 2023 for free. So you're going to get 14 months of support for the price of 12. And you can join us for just 15 payments of $165. That's it for 14 months of coaching. So if you are interested, if you're like, maybe I need this, send me a DM on TikTok or Instagram. Just DM me, I'm ready to start my business, and we can have a conversation. If you want to hop on a sales call and you want to chat about it to see if this is a really good fit for you, I would love, love, love to chat with you. I love helping women with their business. Okay. Then you can join these two lovely ladies who joined this month. So Lola said, do you add the price of shipping to each individual item, or there's a formula for that? So you want to so there's two ways that you can do this. If you are shipping, you put the shipping cost on the customer. So if the base price of your item is $10 and you're charging $15 for the item, the shipping is going to be on the customer. So they're going to pay $15 plus shipping. Now, if you want to do like add the shipping cost in, and instead of it being $15, it's $25, and you allocate 10 of your dollars for shipping, you can do that as well. Now, shipping is going to be based on the weight of the item and where it's going. So when you have a product-based business, you want to use a system like ShipStation, which will allow you to print the label at home, but you will have to know like the weight and the size, and if it's going USPS or FedEx, et cetera, for you to calculate the shipping. So shipping varies. So, but I personally would say always put the shipping onto the customer. So it will be $15 plus shipping, because it's going to cost, if you are located in North Carolina, it's going to cost more to ship something to California versus if you just ship something to South Carolina. Make sense? So put that cost on the customer. Unless there's certain companies I see where they always offer free shipping, but they put that shipping price onto their item. So again, if you're charging $15 and the average cost of shipping is like $8, you just throw $10 and your products are $25, and then it's like, oh, with free shipping, but $10 of that goes to your shipping. Let me know if that makes sense, Lola. Hey, Holly, thank you so much for joining us. We are talking about how to price your products and your service. How are you today? Can you tell me more about your business if you have one, or if you are interested in starting a business? Let me know. And Lola, let me know if that was helpful. Right now, I'm opening the floor for questions. So if you have any questions about pricing your products or services, about what it looks like to work together, or any general business questions, I would love to answer them for you. Any general business questions, starting a business, growing your business, using social media for your business. I've been able to pretty much organically, because I've ran ads and I've spent about $500 on ads in the totality of my business, and I didn't really get a return. So I've been able to make over $300,000 using social media in the past 4 years of my business, all organically. No Facebook ads, no YouTube ads, no ads, just all from me creating content and selling my offers. It's very possible, but you have to make sure that your offers are priced appropriately. One thing that my coach said to me that I never thought was a real thing, she was like, you have to make sure your offers are priced appropriately as a coach, because if not, you'll start to resent the clients that are paying you less money. You will not want to sell it. If it's too high, you're not going to want to sell it. If it's too low, you're going to resent yourself selling it. So you have to find the price point that really gives you value and that you're excited to sell it. So my Side Hustle Society for a year is $2,197. That's an amazing price for 1 year of group coaching. An amazing price. It's 15 payments of $165. That's so affordable. My first coaching program was $1,000 a month that I bought from my business coach. But I learned so much. So much I learned from her. So for the year, it was like $12,000. I learned so much from her. It was amazing. But I realized as a new business owner, you need a good combination of like good coaching with an affordable price point. So less than $200 a month is super affordable for a new business owner. So that price point works for me. I get everything that I need. My systems are covered. I'm making what I want to make per month per client. That works amazing for me. I'm comfortable with that price. I'm confident with that price. And that price will be going up. That's the price right now, but the price will be going up because as you grow and as you get better, you can raise your prices. You can raise your prices. Tiffany's, is it Tiffany's that has like a $1,500 paperclip? A paperclip. And if you think about it, you can get a t-shirt from Dollar Tree. It's cotton. Or you can get a t-shirt from Gucci. And what they charge, like $1,500 for a t-shirt? There is a market for someone to buy what you have. You just have to make sure that you're marketing to the right person. So we never want to make our price based on what we think people can afford. I'm going to say it again. Do not base your price based on what you think people can afford. Your pricing should be reflective of how much it costs to make, how much you want to make, and what is the value of that to the client that's going to be buying it. Does this make sense, my friends? Please give me some likes on TikTok or Instagram if this makes sense to you. Does this make sense? We are not pricing our products based on what we think people can afford. I once upon a time sold a membership for $5 a month. $5 US a month. And you wouldn't believe that people were still like, oh, that's too much. I can't afford it right now. But they were in my DMs like, oh my gosh, I need your help. I have all these questions. Okay, the membership's $5 a month. Oh, I can't. Then I can't help you. $5? Nothing. So I'm saying that to say there's always going to be someone who says they can't afford it. And then there's always going to be someone that says, how much is it? And they pay without question. No questions asked, no hesitation, because they see the value and the product that you're going to be offering, and they know that it's going to help them. But please don't be out here selling crappy products for $100, okay? Make sure your product is good. Make sure it works. Make sure the person that's buying it is going to get the results that they desire, okay? Are there any other questions? Any other questions? This was great. I love talking about money. When it comes to being able to price your products and services appropriately. I do not want you out there undervaluing yourself and undercharging because it's not going to serve you to make less money. When you make more money, you can make more impact. You can help yourself, you can help your family, you can help more people. But if you're constantly undervaluing yourself, doing all of this work for no money, it's not going to serve you, and it's not going to help you, and it's not going to allow you to get more of what you want. Okay? Are there any other questions? I'm going to wait a second because sometimes it's a little bit of a delay. Any questions? And don't be shy. This is the time for you to ask your questions. This is the time for you to get feedback. So let me know if you have any questions. It's kind of hot up here. Any questions about pricing your offers or starting your business? If you have questions that you don't want to share publicly, feel free to slide in my DMs at Krys the Maximizer, KRYS, the Maximizer on TikTok and Instagram. And we can chat about what it would look like to work together to get you growing your business. Okay? All right. I don't see any other questions. So I'm going to go. It's almost 9. Whoops. So I'm going to go. It's been a very long day. I will be live again on Sunday night, I believe. Yeah. I should be live again on Sunday night. I don't even know what the topic is or the time is, but if you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, Build a Business with Chris, it will be posted up there. So go subscribe to Build a Business with Chris. I post weekly videos, pretty much every other day. I post a video on a business topic to help you start and grow your business. Okay. So thank y'all so much for joining me. I appreciate it. And I'll see y'all on Sunday. Bye.